Okay, this is part 2 of how to install Prey. I've just gone to find where I'd written down my, or thought I'd written down my password, and basically I haven't written down what email address I used when I first set it up, and because I've got more than one email address, I'm not going to attempt to start typing in one email address after another. What I've done is I've gone back a step by clicking the back button on the installer, and I'm going to set this up as a new user. Okay, so click on next. Then you've got to fill in your name, email address, and set up a password. Obviously I'm not going to film that part, so I'll fill that in and then I'll click the sign up button. Okay, so just need to put the camcorder down a minute while I do that. And obviously write this down somewhere so that you know what information you've given them. Right, I've done all that. I'm just going to write down on a piece of paper that information. Okay, now I've got that written down, I'm going to click the sign up button. That changes to signing up once you've clicked it. Just if I cover that up just to show you, you then get the spinning wheel to show that something is going on your mouse button. Time is now 00:21. Okay, I hope that's not going to suddenly change while I start filming it, but anyway, it says sweet. Your computer is now protected by Prey. To try it out or to protect an additional device, please visit preyproject.com. So I'm going to click on OK to get rid of that little window. Okay, those windows have now disappeared, and I've just got an email from Prey saying welcome aboard. That's just popped out. Because I use Gmail, you get a little pop-up window at the bottom of your screen every time you get an email, so I know that they've already emailed me. So allegedly that's it, I've now got it installed. I'm now going to do a check to see whether there's an uninstaller. So click your start button, click on, why did that just disappear? That's bloody annoying. No, I must have accidentally clicked music, so let's attempt to do that. Ugh. That's on my desktop, so maybe I'd click the install twice. I'm just going to click to get rid of that. Are you sure you want to click yes? Because I've already installed it, so that's obviously what's going on. Right, let's try this again. Click your start button. Double click computer. Double click on your C drive. Go down, use a slider on the right hand side to go down and find where your Windows folder is. There. Okay, double click on Windows. Then you end up with all of these folders. So C, Windows, again, move the slider on the right hand side and go down and try and find Prey. There you go, there's Prey. Double click on that folder there. Yes, finally. And now I've got an uninstall application built into Prey. So if you wanted to in future uninstall Prey, you'd go to there, see Windows Prey, and then click on the uninstall option there, and hopefully uninstalling Prey should go a lot smoother than my attempts last night, which I filmed and put on YouTube. It's a bloody nightmare. I didn't have the uninstall option on the older version of Prey, which made it really difficult to do. I do want Prey, so as you've seen, I've installed Prey. If I ever get that node.exe going crazy and hogging my CPU again, I might uninstall Prey and see if there's an alternative bit of software, because it's really annoying when it does that. And in order to know why your computer's going slow, I recommend you install a bit of software called Process Lasso, and I'm sure I filmed that. Look through my account, look on my software I use playlist to find out how to install Process Lasso. That basically shows you what processes are currently active on your computer, and it shows you how much of your CPU it's using as a percentage there, which is really useful. And it also gives you a graph showing you how much is being used. And sometimes when I had node.exe, all 4 of those were going almost to 100%. When that happens, you can just feel that your computer is almost unusable. It gets really sluggish and slow. Anything you're trying to do, when the CPU, central processor unit, is really maxed out, it just becomes a nightmare. And there we go. Time's now 00:25. Just a few minutes ago. There you go. That's the bloody thing. Node.exe is doing stuff. There you go. And then you can see that it's Prey. Because if you Google node.exe, there's a few other companies that use a process called node.exe. So that's how you check that it's part of Prey. It's definitely Prey. So that's in the actions log at the bottom there. So there you go. You see the CPU is constantly changing. Even though I'm doing nothing, I've touched nothing. Every now and then, all the processes going on in the background use more and more of your CPU. At the moment, quite often you'll see SVC host, which is part of Windows, and that's the thing that controls your Wi-Fi and stuff like that. See, that's using, sometimes, yeah, you see, it uses up like 24% of your CPU just to provide you with Wi-Fi. And that's Microsoft. So the problem is, like I said, Node can use up loads of your CPU, and obviously if you've already got up to 24% of your CPU being used by Windows to do your Wi-Fi, then obviously you're probably using, a browser at the same time. Point is, everything's using your CPU. Once Node then starts doing stuff, you can get your CPU going to 100%. And as I said, it just makes your computer go almost unusable. So definitely get yourself that. It's the company that makes that is called Bitsum, BITSUM. So it's called Bitsum Process Lasso. Again, free bit of software for home users. Get that, install it. It's not the easiest thing to work out how to use, but there is a kind of a set it and forget it mode. Most people simply do. They'll just install it and hope it works okay in the background. There are ways to adjust it. That's far more difficult and technical to explain, and I'm not going to do that in this video. But for now, that's the end of my how to install Prey software. That's just how to install it. I'm not going to show you how to use it because my laptop's not been stolen, thank God, yet. So if it ever does get stolen, obviously I'll make a video showing you how you then trace where the bastard is that's stolen it. But for now, that'll do. So there you go, time 00:28. So that's taken me 9 minutes to do part 2. Part 1 was something like the same. So there you go. Things are just, I'm not doing anything. AVG is my antivirus. You can see all the time things start using your CPU. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Well, there you go. Look at that. I did nothing. And all of a sudden, massive burst of CPU use. So what's doing that? Service host is using 24%. I need to pull back so you can see a bit more. I'm doing nothing. I'm touching nothing. I've opened no applications. You see, even though you're doing nothing, all the time things are going on in the background of your computer. Right, blah blah blah, that's enough from me. So if you like the video, click like. By all means leave a comment if you've got something useful to say. Subscribe to me, and please look at my other videos. Obviously this is part 2 of how to install Prey, so look at part 1 first. I don't work for Prey, so don't ask me support questions, but if there's anything in my video you question, then obviously leave a comment on my video. Other than that, if you've got a support question, contact Prey. It's their software. They wrote it, they created it. It's for them to help you out if you get a problem. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye bye.